Today we will do input stream reader method as it is given on page number 171 by using input stream reader class. So in this method also data values are to be entered at the time of executing the program. It may be an integer, a string, a character or a fractional type. First here it is given integer type. So the data values are to be entered at the time of execution one by one from the console. Here in this program we will write int m is equal to new int 10, 20, 50 or 100. As many as element of integer type you want, you can write here size, which means it creates location in the memory to store 10 integer numbers. Here one exemplary program given: import java.io.starix public class sample public static void main string args. So you have to write with it throws IO exception. You have already done this method. For this input stream method you need one package java.io, and with the main we are always writing throws IO exception. What is its work? It will help in finding out the errors in the program. After this curly bracket, then two lines, already you are familiar with these lines. Input stream reader read is equal to new input stream reader system.in. Here it is given, see carefully. Input stream reader, together you have to write without space input stream reader, I capital in input stream reader, write together without space I of input capital, streams S capital, readers R capital. Then read, this is object of this input stream reader class, is equal to new is a keyword which will allocate the memory to the newly created object. This read is object, is equal to new input stream reader system.in. System.in, S should be capital. Then buffered reader, also one class, and write these name together, buffer reader together without space. B of buffer should be capital, readers R should be capital. Then in is also same way object of the class buffer reader, is equal to new buffer reader. Then read, this object of input stream reader will be used in the last. Now same way variables, int I sum is equal to 0. Now we have to introduce, or we have to declare array with its size. Int m is equal to new int 10. It means m is an array variable which can hold 10 different values. Now again for loop, for I is equal to 0. Here total elements are 10, so we will work with the less than 10. I less than 10, I plus plus. In this first for loop, we will first accept the values one by one. First enter the marks. Mi is equal to integer dot parseInt in dot read line. Already you are familiar with this method. Integer dot parseInt for integer numbers. If float type are there, then float dot parse float. Double है तो double dot parse double in dot read line. Okay, you all are familiar with this method. And close curly bracket. In this input stream method we will use two for loops. This first for loop is to accept the values in the array one by one. The second for loop is its processing part. Processing part means what we have to do with these values that we have accepted through this for loop. So here we are going to calculate the sum. So again we will start for loop. I is equal to 0, I less than 10, I plus plus. Then one by one take one element and add it in the sum. sum is equal to sum plus mi. As you know, every program has three parts: input, processing and output. Already so many times I have told you, every program work on this cycle IPO, input, processing, output. Here also input part. So in input stream reader, first we will accept array elements. Then for processing we have to start one more for loop, and in end whatever you have calculated, that you will display here. Input system.out println the sum of array element plus sum. Got it? Same way, character type. For character type we can write here char m is equal to new char 10. So we can also accept characters through input stream reader. See one sample program given: import java.io.asterisk. You are already familiar with this method. For input stream reader we have one package java.io that always we need to import before using this input stream reader. So import java.io.asterisk, public class sample, public static void main string args, with it throws IO exception. IOE should be capital. Then introduce or declare character array. Char m is equal to new char 10, int ij, then input stream reader buffer reader lines, then one message: enter all the characters at a time. So first for loop, int I is equal to 0, I less than 6. So here it is mentioned as 10, so in place of 6 we will write 10. I 0, I less than 10, I plus plus. Now for accepting characters we have this method. For integer we have done integer dot parseInt in dot readline. Okay. For float we are writing float dot parse float in dot readline. For double dot parse double in dot readline. Same way we have one method char in bracket in dot read. This method is used to accept characters in input stream reader class. Here this for loop is used for the input part of the program. Now what we have to display? We have to display these characters one by one. So for j is equal to 0, j less than 10. Okay, as in starting it is given as 10, so for loop will work up to 10, and then display its value mj. We can also use I. As in previous program we have in both for loop we have used I. Here also we can use I for both loops. It depends upon you. And close curly brackets. Now see, special note is given. All the time of execution, all the characters can be given on the same line. Okay, all the characters can be given on the same line. You can see here on terminal window, one message will display: enter all the characters at a time. So you will type all the characters one by one in the same line, query. Then when you will press enter, you will get its output according to the second for loop. Same way string type. One program is given of string type using input stream method. It is also same way. Import java.io asterisk, public class sample, public static void main string args, throws IO exception, input stream reader buffer reader lines, int I, string m is equal to new string 5, means it can hold 5 string values. For loop will work from 0 to less than 5. Then with the first for loop we will accept the values one by one in array m. For accepting string, we have one method in dot read line. Okay, it will accept one by one. Suppose value of I is 0, it means condition true, then you will enter first string which will store on M0. Then I plus plus will be 1. Then next string that will store on first subscript. Then 2, 3, 4. This way value of I will change, and on different subscript different strings will be stored. Then in last we have to display the names. The names in the cell are same way for loop will work from 0 less than 5 I plus plus and display these names as mi. First mi will be 0, then 1, 2, 3. It will fetch the values from the array and display them. Thank you. Today we can finish this scanner class also. So last method as it is, last input method. So you can see, to input the elements in single dimensional array with the help of scanner class, the following steps are given. Scanner class is a components of java.util package. So import the package before class declaration as import java.util.starix. Then create the object of scanner using scanner in is equal to new scanner system.in. Then create a single dimensional array of requisite data type. Requisite means the required data type according to the program. If 5 integer numbers are there to be stored in, then array declaration will be int arr or any name you can use with subscript is equal to new int, then size of array, that 5 elements or 10 or 15. So here you have to mention the array elements that you want to store. Number 4, use a for loop for the subscripts of array ranges from 0 to 5, and use the appropriate function of scanner class to input the elements. For example, for I 0, I less than 5, I plus plus, and I is equal to new. So first you have to use one for loop to input the array elements in the array. Okay. So it will begin with the 0 less than how many elements are there. If 5 are there, then 5 less than 5. If 10 are there, then less than 10. Then I plus plus, then array name with subscript having I variable and in dot next int. If it is of an integer type, then in dot next int. If it is of a float type, then in dot next float. If double type, then in dot next double. If it is of character type or character, in dot next dot caret 0. Then for string type, in dot next if the string is of only single word. Then in dot next line if the string is with the sentence. So you will make one program of scanner type and one program with the input stream reader on your notebooks. So you can see here different types by using input stream reader. Integer, one program of integer type on your copy under heading input stream reader. Then character type, one program string type. Okay, then by using scanner class, here program is not given, but you have to convert this input stream reader method program into scanner. Okay, so your homework is to find out the average of 10 array elements using assignment method you have done, using BlueJ method you have done. Now you will do with input stream reader and with the scanner. And after solving these program, you will send them on my WhatsApp number. Thank you.